Well, mission accomplished. A Mendota Heights man who traveled the entire length of the Mississippi River is back home. 21-year-old Alex Linnell didn't use a canoe or a kayak. He's the first person to make the nearly 2,400-mile journey on a stand-up paddleboard. Alex says his hands are still sore. He started June 1st at the headwaters near Lake Itasca and arrived in the Gulf last Tuesday. Say your last name for me again.
Linnell.
I was right. Yep. Close, right? Yep. Hey, so you're back. You're in one piece. Are you tired?
I'm recovering, so it's nice. Most of the muscles got used to it pretty quick, you know, legs here, arms here, you know, back for a few days, and it's really been, you know, mainly my hands have been pretty sore, but they're finally recovering too. Why
did you do this?
To mainly raise money for the American Red Cross, and obviously between that and trying to set the world records and the strong interest in the sport itself. I mean, I've really enjoyed paddleboarding for a couple of years, and this idea came up, and so.
So whose brainchild was this idea?
This was mine. It was actually a spring break trip. I had rented a paddleboard and been out and just was curious what the previous record was. So I ended up looking it up, and was obviously we have the, you know, all the lakes and everything, but not large bodies of water.
Sure.
Like the coast. So I was just curious, you know, what the length of Mississippi was. It was an idea then, and eventually it came to be that.
And so you said, darn it, that doesn't look very long. I'm going to go ahead and beat that record.
Absolutely.
Really? Well, just in case there, because this is a relatively new sport, obviously not to you, but we're looking at some of it now, and I do see people out on our lakes a lot. So how many hours a day were you out there trying to accomplish this?
I'd say right around average about 8 hours a day.
Wow.
So.
That's really long. How'd you train for it?
I have equipment in my basement. I train a lot, and obviously we can't, you know, paddleboard in Minnesota during the winters and everything. So the spring break helped also. I got to get out on the board a little bit, but I didn't get to train quite as much as I would have liked to, but we kind of had to throw things together and just get out there and, you know, get used to it on the water.
And how long did it take again?
It took us 70 days exactly.
70 days, so. 8 hours a day, 70 days.
Yep.
Unbelievable. And the money goes to, or portions of the money that you were able to raise go to
the American Red Cross.
Red Cross. And what was the connection there?
Mainly, well, through family and stuff, you know, they had suggested it. I have family that worked there, and just the direct connection with Minnesota, and also, you know, all the people along the river itself with all the disasters. We thought it only appropriate to do that. What
was the takeaway from this? What'd you learn?
All kinds of stuff. I mean, I think mainly just, I mean, the generosity of everyone, you know, in the United States. So just along the river, that is, and how generous people can really be, you know, when we needed, you know, help here or there, and we weren't sure how we were going to get it.
Sure.
Somebody'd drive right up.
Wow, so. That's terrific. Well, congratulations to you. And are you going into the record books now, or what's the next step?
Yeah, we got, well, it'll be the first to stand up paddle the river, and then the longest distance until about a year from now, and there's another guy scheduled to probably beat me.
Oh, really?
So,
that's very funny. Well, listen, it's yours at least for the year, and you never know if he's going to be successful or not. All right, so congrats.
Thank you very
Alex
much.
Linnell, thanks so much for your time tonight. Sure do appreciate it. I'm going to learn how to paddleboard, I think.